Hey, welcome to Graphic Policy Television, GPTV. I'm Brett. Recent release from AfterShock Comics is in my hands. This is Out of the Blue, the complete series. Let me tell you, it's really good. It's really, really, really good. So it's from Garth, Ennis, Keith Burns, Jason Wordie, Rob Steen, and Ian Kennedy. It collects the full series, and if you are a fan of war stories, like war films, this is awesome, especially World War II. This is absolutely a must-read. It's so good, so entertaining. Goes in directions I was not expecting at all. It blew me away and was completely fantastic. So Garth Ennis, I just want to kind of do the brief on overview. Amazing writer. He's won for a long time. It was very hit and miss for me. I either really loved his stuff or I hated it. There was kind of no in between. I just thought it was either really smart writing or really just kind of immature, fart joke type writing, and it's just that wasn't something I really enjoyed a whole lot. It has its moments, but not what I was looking for. However, he's been on a run for a while now doing war comics that have been absolutely amazing. They feel so like there's just something very visceral about them. They also feel very well researched. I do not know specifics on wars. You could tell me battles, planes, all that stuff like that. That's not something that I can check. But what Ennis has put down in his various stories feel very realistic, feel that they are taken from the real world and history and, mixed a little bit for entertainment, which is totally understandable. But it really gets a lot of history down in these very entertaining comics. So this story is about a guy named Jamie Mackenzie. He's reassigned to a new unit. I don't remember what it's actually called. But yeah, he's part of the Royal Air Force. He gets reassigned to this new unit, and he is put in with this navigator who is I would say the second most hated person on the base. Mackenzie might be the first one. He kind of pisses off his commanding officer. But that's part of the story. I'm not going to go into it. And the story from there is him adapting with this new commanding officer, him getting to know his navigator, them getting to know their plane, a lot of missions, and then Mackenzie and his personal life, which is really interesting. The thing that I really, really enjoy about this is that's kind of the thing that was unexpected about it, is that it dives into the personal a lot of the story. It's not just Mackenzie and his wife and his life, but it also looks at some of the impacts, the effects, the damage, the injuries that go along with war at that time. So one of his buddies is half his face is burned. You get introduced to more individuals like that. And it kind of goes into that history, because remember, this is, the 40s. Medicine wasn't really advanced enough to do stuff like that. And these planes were fairly not sophisticated and not safe. So shit went wrong. It's really good. This is an amazing war comic with heart, I think is the best way of putting it. And the visuals are just so good. This is what you kind of open up with. I grew up watching a lot of, that kind of spoils why Mackenzie is hated. I grew up watching a lot of war films, like those Sundays when football wasn't on, you turn on to the Sunday afternoon shows, and it would be war films a lot of the time. So, reading this, and you get to these battles, and these aerial battles, and, I can hear the planes flying, and I can hear the bombs dropping, and it just really hits me, and I think maybe part of it is the visuals and the writing just kind of brought me back to that childhood, and that might be part of the reason I like it so much, but it's just, I think, so well done. Its story, art, everything about it is top-notch. Highly, highly, highly recommend this. Is especially if you like war comics, war stories. If you just want a little bit of history, I think you'll probably dig it as well. It's not graphic, it's not visceral horror. It's just lot of dogfights and dealing with kind of personal stuff on the ground that I think is really interesting and like this great balance. Like kind of starts off more with the military stuff, and then eventually you get to Mackenzie's personal life, and that's where I think the story really just shifted for me. And went in this direction I was not expecting at all, and it's just so good. There's a lot of extras in it. I think these are all covers. They're in the back and just beautiful art. And of course, we got some line art as well. So there's a little bit of extra. There's not a ton, but it's cool to see, and there's just beautiful, beautiful art. I mean, this is gorgeous. Like, right? I think this is done by Ian Kennedy. Absolutely fantastic. I highly, highly, highly recommend this. Out in comic shops, out in bookstores. Top of the line recommendation for this. Like, I cannot not express my enthusiasm enough for this. I think you can kind of maybe tell that I actually like really, really, really enjoy this. It's $29.99. I think it is completely worth the price. Nice hardback book. I think fairly oversized. So this would be a regular comic. So a little bit bigger than a regular comic. Not much, but a little. It's just, nice presentation, gorgeous art, fantastic story. Highly recommend it. It's out now in comic shops. Go support your comic shop. We got a link beneath this video. Put in your zip code, tell the shops near you. No shop, no problem. We do have some affiliate links. There are affiliate links, so we get a small percentage, but some of those are also to comic shops as well, so you're supporting them. And speaking of support, I want to thank AfterShock for hooking us up with a review copy. We appreciate it, and thank you for watching. Now, if you're into comics, if you are into war comics, AfterShock, check us out every single day at graphicpolicy.com. We're on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Tumblr, all at Graphic Policy. Keep it nice and consistent. So until next time, as always, thanks for watching. Keep reading those comics and keep it geeky. Hey, thanks for watching the previous video from Graphic Policy Television. Just by watching, you help support our site. Thank you so much. Now, if you're watching these videos, you probably care about geeky things like movies, television, comic books, toys, games, video games, you name it. You can go and subscribe right now to our YouTube channel to stay in touch and catch all the new videos, or check out our website at graphicpolicy.com. There's a nice link on this end of the video. But as always, thank you for watching. Keep on rocking and keep it geeky.